Hi guys, today I want to talk about Unit 731. Unit 731 was a secret biological and chemical warfare research and development unit of the Imperial Japanese Army that operated in occupied China during World War II. The unit was responsible for some of the most brutal and inhumane experiments on human beings ever conducted. The origins of Unit 731 can be tracked back to the early 1913s, when the Japanese military began to invest heavily in biological warfare research. The unit was officially established in 1936 under the guise of a water purification unit. Its main base of operations was located in the city of Harbin in the northwest of China, where the Japanese had established a puppet government. Under the leadership of Lieutenant General Shiroishi, Unit 731 began to conduct a series of horrific experiments on human subjects, including prisoners of war, political dissidents, and civilians. These experiments were designed to test the effectiveness of various biological and chemical weapons, as well as to develop new methods of biological warfare. The experiments conducted by Unit 731 were some of the most depraved and cruel in history. Subjects were deliberately infected with diseases such as anthrax, cholera, and typhoid fever, and then subjected to a range of different treatments and interventions to see how their bodies would react. Other experiments involved exposing subjects to chemical weapons, such as mustard gas and phosgene, or subjecting them to extreme temperatures or pressures. Many of the subjects of these experiments were Chinese civilians who had been abducted by Japanese soldiers or taken from prison camps. Some statements suggest that as many as 250,000 Chinese civilians were killed or injured as a result of these experiments. In addition to its biological warfare research, Unit 731 also played a key role in developing the Japanese Army's germ warfare capabilities. The unit was responsible for producing large quantities of biological weapons, including anthrax, plague, and cholera, which were used against Chinese civilians and military personnel during the war. At the end of World War II, the Allies discovered the existence of Unit 731 and its horrific experiments. In exchange for immunity for protection, Ishii and many of his top lieutenants revealed the full extent of their activities to American intelligence officers. The United States government, keen to gain access to the research conducted by Unit 731, granted immunity to Ishii and other senior members of the unit in exchange for the cooperation. Despite the revelations about Unit 731, few of its members were ever brought to justice for their crimes. Ishii and many of his top lieutenants went to have successful careers in post-war Japan, and the unit's activities remained largely unknown outside of Japan until the 1980s. Today, Unit 731 is widely regarded as one of the most horrific and shameful chapters on the history of Japan's imperial past. Its legacy remains a potent symbol of the dangers of unchecked scientific research and reminds of the importance of ethical consideration in the pursuit of scientific knowledge.